I wonder if hippogriffs like not.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic. They will take
Bilişim
time
Rehberim
to
YouTube
grow.
kanalından hep
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Revelio.
I do wonder about...
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, very idea.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite. Now remember, a wand is not a trowel. The edges mustn't curl and turn brown like that. Students are like plants. They require nutrients from a variety of sources. The venomous tentacula isn't so much murderous as it is simply misunderstood. Your weeds possess their own rugged form of beauty.
Revelio.
Now remember...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have. Here we are, home of the Chinese... Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Imelda raises on her way.
Yes, but if we had a round of godstones in the common room, it would save us catching cold outside. While I remember, don't forget to give... Or in case I don't see you.
Accio. Revelio.
Someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Did you misplace your robes?
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Revelio.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep Revelio.
Well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Odurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again, Professor Sharp.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
I brewed an Odurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
It is not appropriate attire.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that
Trying to grow some asphodel in the room.
Revelio.
My mother was shocked about that.
I'll trade you a spoon.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
Revelio. What's going on here?
Not saying I don't cast the odd key when no one's looking.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio. Revelio.
But, Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. If something threatens me, now,
First thing I can't do.
why don't you do some more drawings for me? Hmm?
Very well, Mummy.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Potato! Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
Ugh. Shame you're so foul. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
What do you have for sale?
Hope to see you again sometime.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Revelio.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
How many of you are there?
Stop it!
Ranrock won't be stopped.
I won't rest until you're dead. No! You can't stop us.
Incendio.
I won't rest until you're dead.
We're a minute dying, are we?
Potato.
This will not go well for you. An utterly pitiful display. That was... You're very weak.
Accio.
Is that the best you can do? When are you going to give up? Oh, won't get away with that.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's carts.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Revelio. On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best. Once my car...
Yes. Incendio.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Leviosa.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes. I see you.
Protego.
We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body.
Incendio. Accio.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can...
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
The dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Who ran all those goblin loyalists off? I can't tell you what a relief that was.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
I hope to see you again sometime.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Levioso! Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick. But keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Still at it, I see.
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
You there? Yes, you.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts.
Revelio.
You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, One can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that.
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
Revelio.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course.
Revelio.
Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Our students
never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could
Plenty
they
of
want?
delicious food and found themselves a bit peckish likely.
Revelio.
That only makes Rookie's job easier.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. It smells glorious in here. Hello. Can you point me in the direction of the rubbish?
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your nose. You'll find it soon enough.
Revelio.
Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Do you and the other house elves conjure the food served in the Great Hall?
Goodness, no. Not even house elves can conjure food out of thin air. Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration. We can, however, multiply it, transform it, and of course, prepare it. Then we send it straight up to the Great Hall.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Who knew all of this was going on right beneath our feet?
Revelio.
You're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf for Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it. Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsay. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the headless hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now, then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
I'd say he's in over his head this time.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Revelio. Revelio.
This time.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Revelio. Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend.
Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him, oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvellous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times. Begin!
Discovered already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
It won't be long now. You'll find him.
Young Jackdaw's no match for you. Keep looking. You're sure to find him.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body.
That ghost said I should blast away to my heart's content.
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful. Oh, what fun! Sting is playing.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body.
Why did I come back here?
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful. Oh, what fun! A sting is playing. I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
And then I would be the one to clean up this mess.
Well, good job, I suppose. But we're not through with you.
And then I would be the one to clean up this mess.
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
contain a food mess.
Well done! Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head, and I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
Lumos.
Just because you know Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
Sesim geliyordur şimdi. Teşekkür ederim. Yok ya, geç görmedim. Hemen gördüm aslında da. Şimdi kulaklığı falan takayım dedim.
This place has seen better days.
Süpürgeyi verseydi, süpürgeyle uçmak daha kolay olacaktı. Her tarafa yürüyerek gidiyoruz.
Genelde baba tarafının çok yaptığı bir şey bu. Teşekkür ederim Ruşar'cığım papatya için. Yayını kapatmadan keşke o papatyaların beni hedef ulaşsa. Baba tarafının en çok yaptığı şey de bir cevap geliyor. Hadi bakalım, cevabı bekliyorum. Hadi
Türkçeyi buldum bu arada.
cevapların böyle nokta dışı geldi. Nokta dışı geldi. Gerçekten benim güzel. Arka Türkçe Nurşen'leri atmayı.
Tehlikeli bir yere girdik galiba.
Devam ediyorum. Haydi bana çiçekler, böcekler arkadaşlar. Gerçekten yorgun olma. Hadi.
Burada bir şey var. Onu bir almaya çalışalım.
How unfortunate for you. You'll have to fight eventually.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Nothing more than luck.
Accio.
Yok ya, oyundan gelmiyormuş. Türkler yapmışlar. Kendi çabalarıyla. Zaten bazı yeniliklerle ilgili şeylerde, görevlerde değil ama menüde eksiklikler var. Çok önemli değil ama ya.
Revelio.
Koleksiyon güzel. Şuraya da bir bakacağım. Aynen öyleymiş. Bunları topluyorum ki ben daha ileride lazım olabilir bana.
Revelio.
Burada bir yol var ama girmeyeceğim. Burada bir şey var. Bununla ilgili daha demek ki öğretmemiş. Ne yapacağımızı.
Bu bir.
Bu neymiş?
Revelio.
Şimdi
Here I am, as good as my word.
Aynen, o da oyun yayınları yapıyor. Ses geliyor mu onun da?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Just like a Gryffindor to brave the forbidden forest in pursuit of adventure.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath.
TikTok'ta ya,
When you
TikTok
find it, say intramuros.
Evde bir tane bilgisayar var.
Or Greek. As you can
Daha
imagine,
doğrusu
I never paid
oynanabilecek.
much attention in school.
Bir
Shall
tane
we?
var. Tek o.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Aha. Ya bugün şeyde TikTok'ta işte şey dediler, Kick'te yayın aç falan dediler, orası daha iyi olur dediler ama bilmiyorum, onu da denedim. Yayın programı Kick'e veri gönderirken sorun yaşıyor. Sürekli bağlantı düşüyor Kick'te. Hocam bizi nereye getirdin yani?
You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Stream. Vallahi hiç söyleyen olmadı, ilk defa duyuyorum bir de. O da mı platform?
Nothing to do now but keep going. Revelio.
Şu iki adam bir öldüreyim, bize sorun oluyor.
What was that? Stop right there! Avoiding our problem.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Burada toplu bir ölüm olmuş galiba. Resim kullanıyor çoğu yayıncı, aynı anda Kick'te, Twitch'te, gerekirse YouTube'da falan aynı anda yayın yapmak için ve chatleri birleştiriyor. Yani bir ekranda okuyorsun tüm chat'i, aynı anda tüm platformlarda yayın olmuş oluyor. Aa, çok iyiymiş o. Ha, onu bir yerde görmüştüm de.
The waterfall.
Onu evet bakacağım. Bugün böyle devam edeyim, ona bakacağım. Yapmaya çalışayım daha doğrusu.
Teşekkür ederim, teşekkür ederim, teşekkür ederim. Var. Bu bir meyve. Teşekkür ederim arkadaşlar. Papatyalar çok önemli ama hedefe
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Evet, birden fazla platform olursa dediğin gibi zor olur. Bu tarafa bak.
Bu bir meyve arkadaşlar. Çok tüketmediğimiz bir meyve.
There it is.
Bunu bir
Just as
açalım.
Jackdaw described.
Neymiş?
Intramuros.
Lezzetli de ona benziyor.
Revelio.
Çok fazla renkli bir ürün.
Burası açılıyor.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led
Girelim.
me.
Lezzetli ama çok fazla Türkiye'de tüketilen bir meyve değil. Tropik bir meyve. Tropik bir meyve arkadaşlar.
I wonder how big this place is.
Bunu yaparlar. Bir doğru cevabım var. İzlemedeki bir değil arkadaşlar.
Revelio.
Bakalım. Karşıya
These rooms must have something to do with opening this door.
Kesinlikle var da. Önce şuraya bir bakayım, başıya gizlemişler mi? Genelde böyle yerlerde bir şey olur. Evet, gizlemişler. Şuradaki nereye yaksam? Yakmayla olacak bir şey demiş. Yeni büyüler öğrendim bu arada. Hadi bakalım.
Incendio. Accio.
Nasıl yaptıysam açtım.
Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Revelio.
I wonder if any of my spells will me through this.
Accio. Levioso.
Şuraya bir bakalım. Burada bir şeyler var.
I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh.
Hayır, bir şeylerin arta kalanlarını içine koymak için kullandığımız şey.
Çok güzel.
Yes, doğru cevap geldi.
Bunları bir takayım ya.
Saklama kabı arkadaşlar. Birine verdikleri zaman akılları gider. Hemen onu almak isterler. Muşan, Tuğçe, Deniz, Böcek, Serena doğru cevaplarımız arkadaşlar.
Buna bakayım.
Artık ne bitmiş bende. Bir çıkıyorum, güncellememi yapıyorum.
Bunu aldım. Buna bakayım.
Ya bıraksana, sen biliyorsun benim bunlara zaafım var. Aynen öyle. Tüh, bak böyle
Evet, tamam.
Şimdi gençler.
Incendio. Revelio.
Başkalarının bekliyorum ve de ulaşamam ama PK yapmıyoruz. Biraz da onunla. PK yaparız sonra. Belki gündüz yaparım. Ama şu an gerçekten tükendim. Katılım çok iyi. Evet. Katılım çok iyi. Evet. Jeton yok. Anlıyorum canım benim. Ama gerçekten bu süreçte benim de desteğe ihtiyacım var.
I feel like I can move that platform somehow.
Çok altta kalıyoruz. Çok uzun süre burada kalıyorum. Ama benim çok az. Ve geliyorum. Zaten benim gebelik zaten olur. O kadar
Accio. Revelio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his...
Süper oldu. Hepinize teşekkür ederim. Görüşürüz. Haydi. Japonlarımı aldım. Yeni bir aşamaya geçtim. Mükemmel.
Accio.
Neler yaptın be hayat. Ne oldu lan?
Protego.
Ne yapıyorsun? Hala yayında mısın sen?
Yayındayım.
Revelio. Protego. Another puzzle. But if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Remarkable. Revelio. Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio. Incendio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Revelio.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Accio. Incendio. Accio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Accio.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Revelio.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be at the head of the Jackdaw.
Protego.
Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Protego! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. Revelio. Revelio. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Revelio. Revelio. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Protego! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio! Expelliarmus! So many brutes. Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Protego! Accio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Revelio. But that's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. am I? Revelio. Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place? Revelio.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Revelio. I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book? Revelio. I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Figg will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns. Revelio.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio.
I'm too sorry. I didn't. Hurry up. If I...
Revelio. Revelio.